With me is a very special guest, His Excellency the President of Sri Lanka, Mahinda Rajapakse. President Rajapakse, India has certainly tried its outreach with Sri Lanka in the last few years. What is it in terms of investment that you'd like to see coming from India?
We would like to see that India come and invest in our industries. And in tourism, we have already given them some lands, and they want to come and invest on that.
But are you worried about the state of Indian projects right now? We know that the Sampur power project is still hanging fire. Kanke Senturai has not yet really taken off in terms of dredging and clearing.
No, I mean, even Sampur, it's now our delay. We want time till we get the feasibility report to assign the power purchasing agreement. So in January we might be able to do that.
All right. Now India is, in fact, in terms of foreign direct investment, India was the largest country in Sri Lanka. But China has given Sri Lanka loans in excess of $800 million in the last year. The sense is that a mini version of the great game is now being played out in Sri Lanka.
No, it's, we invited India to build our ports, especially Hambantota and the airport. They just rejected it, saying that it's not viable. So we invited China. Why not now in Europe? Everybody wants China to come in. The whole of Europe want to see that China will come and help them. So it's natural because, I mean, they are economically sound, like India. So I think
many in India would say that India is your closer neighbor, that there are historic links, there are cultural links with Sri Lanka, and even so, China seems to get preference on many projects.
No, always with first India, second preference is China. It has happened earlier. We had to cancel some of the contracts that we signed, and China was very, they understood. When we said that these projects has to go to India, they are our closest friend, I mean, they are our relation, I said. So I think we have done that, and India knows about it.
What would you like to see India doing now?
No, they must come and invest there. I mean, there are a lot of investment there in the telecom field. They have already invested. Then in the hotel sector, they have invested. So they have been investing in Sri Lanka for last so many years.
President Rajapakse, in the bilateral relationship with India, certainly the subject of the settlement, the resettlement of the Tamil population, the IDPs,
yes,
keeps coming up. We've heard it at official levels. Why is your government not able really to complete that process now?
You must remember that when was that war was over? That was in 2009. How many years? It's just 2.5 years or 3 years. So the 300,000 had been resettled, nearly 3,000. Now about 5%. In 31st of December, we'll finish all the people to be resettled in their areas.
You're saying everyone will be resettled by December, yet perhaps the bigger question has really been about human rights violations. It's not just about television reports. The United Nations has had its own report.
No, sorry. Don't say that it's a UN report. It's Darusman report, advisors report to Secretary General. It's not the UN report, because it was very clear that that this report is given to the Secretary General, and Secretary General had categorically said that this is my advisory committee.
All right.
Yeah.
Even so, there is that report. At the Commonwealth last month, you faced as well criticism from Canada and a possible censure at a New York court. there is now a court notice as well.
I mean, who had filed these cases? Who had filed these cases? All LTT cadres. They have gone and filed it.
But even
I will agree with you. They can file anything, but they must also find out what happened at that time. Without now for last so many years, not a single killing had been done. I mean, from both sides. So what we have done for within this period, just take it. Resettling the people, building roads, given electricity, water, then housing, schools, hospitals. So all that have been done in that area.
All right, you're talking about the reconstruction.
Go and speak to the people. It's not the NGOs.
You're saying none of the reports on human rights violations are true?
No, we have to inquire into it. We are ready to inquire it.
You had, in fact,
yes, we have already done that.
What are you expecting on November 15th when the reconciliation report does come out?
It's up to them. The LLRC, the committee is an independent committee. I don't want to go and find out.
All right. And if the LLRC finds people inside the Sri Lankan army responsible for human rights violations? Anybody from top to bottom. You'll take action? I will take action. That's a commitment.
Yes, why not?
That you're making on the LLRC?
Yes, because if they have said that, we have to inquire into it and get evidence. Let them come and give evidence in our courts. Certainly we will do that.
All right.
Why should we hide anything from?
Because many would say, President Rajapaksa, that it isn't just you that is in power today, but your family that is in positions of power.
It's like that. In India, they say it's Gandhi family. In the take even in US, Bush Senior, Bush Junior, Kennedy Junior. So next time Obama Junior will come up, but they are small. So I mean, this is it has happened in all part of the world. It's not only Sri Lanka. And mind you that all these people were elected by the people of this country. They got the most vote.
You certainly won the local elections as well as all the others. My question really, when will that devolution of power, when will that devolution package come?
This is what the TNA and other political parties, we have already started the dialogue, and we have appointed a committee. Now they have to send the names to the committee.
But is there a deadline for you?
No, but only thing is that they must decide, the parliament. I can't dictate to parliament. I can't dictate to parliament.
Finally,
so let the parliament decide and give a deadline, say, or 6 months or whatever it is.
Finally, President Rajapaksa, the concern in India for Indian fishermen. We've seen Prime Minister Manmohan Singh taking up with you, saying violence against any fisherman is unacceptable.
I think we have to stop all the Navy people to go and get involved in these things. Because when India raised this matter, now Navy is not getting involved in this. Mind you, from January up to now, it is more than 45,000 boats had come to our.
So you're saying the violence is now?
I think so.
Has declined.
Yeah, this is what my report.
And finally, the reports really that Chinese fishing boats are now in Sri Lankan waters.
No, nothing. This is the best. No, nothing like that. No Chinese boats are there.
So India does not need to worry about China and Sri Lanka?
No, they don't have to. Why should they? They must trust each other. I mean, you can't. This is. I mean, you can't. Say that if you don't trust them, then what is? How can we move forward? So now.
Where do you see India-Sri Lanka relations heading
very
from
good,
here?
Very good. It's very encouraging.
and you're meeting with Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, what's next really for the relationship?
I mean, we are always ready to engage with them, so we do that. Any forum, we used to meet and discuss all this.